with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I told you all that I was going to continue to keep the foots on the necks of these crazy Lakotas out here. The ones that don't know how to avoid my channel, but for some reason love me. I don't know why. They love to be on this channel, twerking it all up, getting all mad, getting personal. But that doesn't stop me, because you know what? Every time you do that, I'm just going to make more videos. But this whole I'm not Ryan Clark. I'll get to that in a second. But this whole LeBron versus Stephen A. Smith ordeal has not died down. I think Stephen A. Smith was on Gil's Arena, and some reason now he's getting all huffy and puffy on Gil's Arena. I don't know why. Should have stood on business on your little YouTube show on Friday after it happened. But yeah, he was on Gil's Arena, I think yesterday, and he got all huffy and puffy about it, talking about LeBron this, LeBron that. But Ryan Clark, anyways, had something to say his own self. Now, before I go in, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Now, Ryan Clark, former NFL safety, played for the Redskins. Steelers won a ring with the Steelers in 06, it was? Yeah, 06. And I think he also played with the Giants as well. But Ryan Clark has something to say about this ordeal. And Ryan Clark lately, for probably the past couple of months, has been crashing out, going on and on, getting into war words with Aaron Rodgers and Marcellus Wiley and all this stuff. But I guess he found another champion or another opponent in the ring for him to go at. In this article I read, while the confrontation between LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith last week at Staples Center went viral because of the big names involved, the dynamic that played out is actually very common across sports and media. So common that Smith's fellow First Take panelist and ESPN star Ryan Clark is experiencing as well. Ryan Clark is on ESPN. I forget that right now. According to Smith, the confrontation stemmed from the criticism of James' son, Bronny, who secured a guaranteed contract alongside his father with the Los Angeles Lakers this season, selected late in the second round of the NBA draft. He had split time, yada, 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 you know the whole deal. Now, Ryan Clark, they say in this article, his son, Jordan, just graduated from Notre Dame, is hoping to become selected next month in the NFL draft. Clark won't have the chance to play alongside his son. But anyways, Clark has also navigated his roles as a father and public sports figure. This week on the Pivot Podcast, Clark revealed that Jordan was appalled, by the incident. That informed Clark's stance on the situation, which believes comes down to LeBron James needing to let Bronny be his own man, something we all said. LeBron did what he needed to do, but what about Bronny? Clark questioned. Bronny is negatively critiqued and analyzed than any player who will be picked in that position who does the job the way he does it. But he's also praised more. Wish you because you know he got ESPN just slobbing over there. He's also been drafted in a place that his resume probably didn't say he should have been drafted in. He also benefited in NIL when he only averaged 4 points per game. He has marketing and commercials and publicity and falling and getting paid away from the court because you're LeBron James' son. Right? Right. It would be easy to say Clark is just defending Smith, but at this point it goes deeper. Basically, Clark is showing James is fine with Bronny benefiting from the positive aspects and being gifted at a chance in an NBA career, not the negative aspect. Clark also pointed out that LeBron is taking advantage of his own unique platform to do damage control in a way other athlete fathers cannot. How does LeBron James running up on Stephen A. Smith help the narrative? It doesn't, because the narrative was, he's there because of you. Now all of a sudden, we can't talk about him either. Now imagine if LeVar Ball runs up on Stephen A. Smith. Imagine if T. Morant runs up on Stephen A. Smith. How classless would say they are? How immature we would say they are. LeBron James is a father doing the same thing for a professional basketball player. Very good, Ryan Clark, because if that was LeVar Ball doing that to Stephen A. Smith like that in that same way, or even John Morant's dad, T. Morant, everybody would have a flip. They'll lose you know what. The difficult part of this conversation, as Smith acknowledged, is that there is nothing inherently wrong about how James is handling it. Most every athlete will make a way for their child if they could, and it's more understandable to want to defend their family from negativity. The part that James continues to look past is that he cannot protect Bronny from the scrutiny no matter how hard he tries. And that in many ways is bringing more of that negativity onto Bronny in a way he has shepherded his career along. True. You can't do that. You can't just do it. Every time somebody says something about your son, you can't go at him. You can't confront him. Remember, LeBron, you brought this on yourself with that tweet. Why is nobody can understand that? But anyways, moving on. LeBron James, more than any athlete I ever seen, has shown a poise and composure when players are talking about him negatively. He's passive aggressive. He's truly been an example to every. Now, there was also something that Ryan Clark said, and I'm trying to find it. But Ryan Clark also questioned. Let's see here. Let me see if this is even a thing right quick. Pardon me right quick. Let me see if this is even a thing. Hold on right quick. I'll be right back. Ryan Clark also asked, and the biggest thing right here, the biggest part I want to get to this. All right, so you run up on Stephen A. Smith like that. You couldn't do that to Skip Bayless? Ryan Clark asked the appropriate question. You run up on Stephen A. Smith, but you ain't gonna run up on Skip Bayless, who's been talking greasy about you for probably half of your career or most of your career. Never once you can run up on Skip, but you can run up on Stephen A. Smith. Does not sound very, I don't want to say it out here, but you get where I'm going with this, right? You ain't afraid of the black man, but you afraid of the white man. You afraid of Dracula face. You afraid of, I forgot what Turok used to call it, Skip Bayless, but you get my point. We all know why he don't want to do that. We all know why LeBron doesn't want to run up on Skip Bayless. Well, maybe because Skip Bayless probably don't want to come out the house, but still, you got something to say about everyone else. But you don't want to respond to Skip Bayless. Never responded to Skip Bayless. And you also never responded to Chael Sonnen. When is that ever going to happen? Time will tell. The clock is ticking. We all want to know. When are you finally going to address those rumors, LeBron, that Chael Sonnen has been sprouting for the last couple of years now? But we all know why. We all know why. We all know why he don't want to go at Skip Bayless either. But he's comfortable going at Stephen A. Smith. That's just how LeBron is. That's just how he is. That type of person. And we can say the same thing with Stephen A. Smith. You got something to say about everyone else. Kyrie, KD, Giannis, whoever. But when it comes to Jerry Jones, quiet as a church mouse. So I agree with Ryan Clark with all this. LeBron just can't go out there and just get all huffy and puffy whenever someone says or critiques something about his son's game. The bottom line is his son is trash. His son don't deserve any of the guaranteed contract. And it is true he got NIL deals. There was other people well deserving. And you brought this on yourself, LeBron. You brought this on yourself by having your son try to play with you and also bragging about your son being better than half the dudes in the NBA. You can't change the energy. You gotta keep that same energy because you sure was laughing in that tweet. But now the truth has come out. The cat's out the bag, and you don't like it. Very sensitive man. Very sensitive man who someone claims to think they tough and moving their shoulders like they're tough, but you can't take criticism. And I don't even think it's even about his son. No, it's not about his son being critiqued. It's about him because this is all about him. And it's always ever going to be about him because he's a freaking megalomaniac narcissist. But anyways, shout out to Ron and Clark for keeping it real for once.